So I don't want to sound like I said I told you so, but I told you so. This is so hard after these exams. Plus, we had to wait. I mean, how many days was it, Sean? 12 days? 12 days. That's a long time. And but I liked how we played that second half. That first half, we gave up too many offensive rebounds, and we didn't hustle after loose balls. That was the thing that bothered me the most about the first half, was that it just looked like that we were getting outworked, and there's no need for that. There's no rust. There's no rust for work, and it seems like they got the message at halftime, and I didn't even have to go. I didn't have to go crazy at a halftime. I just had to point it out. So good second half and some good plays by some guys, and we were able to get our freshmen some time and some real critical times, and that's why we have so many turnovers here. And but I was really happy to be able to get Shea, Hallis, and Malcolm some really good minutes. So with that, why don't you guys fire away?
Craig, was it just a matter of them remembering after that first half, like, oh, this is how you play basketball again?
I was thinking that, but I thought that at the beginning of the game. It was, we started the game off so hot that I was thinking, oh, okay, so there wasn't any rust. And as soon as I thought that, the whammy hit, and I jinxed them by thinking that. But I think in the second half, they calmed down and realized, let's just get the rebounds, guard our guys, play, be patient. I mean, you look at these second half stats. I mean, we shot 63% from the field, 40% from three, and then 78% from the foul line. So if we do that in the first half, you win by 30. You win by 30. So I think there's a little bit of that. Listen, I've been telling those guys they play bad after exams. It's at some point it gets to be a self-fulfilling prophecy, and that's what I wanted, as sort of a game where we could win but have a little agita there. So I think I talked it up more than anything.
Do you think it changed things, Craig, when you went to the man late in the first? About 4 minutes to go.
Yeah.
So you were down 3 at that point.
Yeah, Kerry, our 1-3-1 was working so well. I don't think it was the defense. I think it was the defensive rebounding and getting the loose balls. And I'll look at the tape, and you guys got to watch the game. I'm sort of in it, but it didn't feel like when we went to man that we got any better, but maybe you saw something I didn't see. What I saw and what was killing me, sticking me in the side the whole first half, were the balls that were coming off the rim and not even long, and we're right there, and they're bumping us and getting it, So that's what I saw. But you could very well be right. I'm sure if I look at the tape, it'll look like our man helped us, and maybe it did because we were right there to guard to block out guys. But it really felt like they were just they were in a desperate. We got out to such a big lead, they got desperate and started playing hard, and we didn't meet that intensity head on.
Another 20-point game for Devon. Do you just see his confidence growing each game?
I was talking about, he's 9 for 10 from the field. I mean, what I see? I see him not taking any bad shots. That's what I see. And, he missed 2 foul shots, which has been unlike him this year. Foul shots shows me that he's confident, because that's a part of his game that he's really had to work on. He's good around the basket. I just think he's just more efficient this year than he's been since his freshman year. And I think a lot of that has to be attributed to the fact that Roberto's playing well at the same time, so it's hard to double when you've got 2 guys who are scoring at such a high clip. And then potentially you have Angus, who could heat up anytime. And then Hallis, how did Hallis do? Yeah, 2 for 2, and 2 big shots in the corner, So, Devon's playing with a lot of confidence. Roberto's playing with a lot of confidence. We just have to get Angus back to the confidence he was at pre-injury. And I don't know if you guys noticed, Daniel Gomez was a real spark plug for us in there, getting rebounds, guarding guys, blocking shots, tipping balls that he couldn't get to other players that you don't get credit for. So it's good to see the progress.
Coach, when you said earlier self-fulfilling prophecy, what exactly do you mean by that? Just in terms of practices?
No. I was talking about the fact that I kept harping on the fact that we didn't play well coming out of exams.
In past years, or just
Yeah, in past years. See, you wouldn't know that because you knew you were still at Maryland playing intramurals when we were coming out of exams the last 5 years. This is our 6th year of exams, and we have not had one really good game coming out of exams. And I actually, now that I think about it, when I look at any team that I've been a part of, even the ones I played on, we never play well coming out of exams. But I thought that if, having so many seniors on our team, that if I talked about it, I might get them to focus on coming out after the exam period and being ready. So that's what I meant about, I meant the fact that I was talking about it so much made it a self-fulfilling prophecy.
In the first half, when they kind of mounted that comeback and got that lead, did the Coppin State game come back at all in your mind?
In my mind, no, because we're a different team. With Devon, we're such a different team. I wasn't thinking Coppin State. I was just thinking, why the heck aren't we getting every rebound? I'm telling you, that was bothering me so much. I probably missed some things because I was so enraged by the fact that they were playing so much harder than we were. The Coppin State was Coppin State, but we played that game without Devon, and that's a huge difference. I mean, Devon had 20 points in a game like this. I don't know what he would have had if we had played him in Coppin.
Craig, is that what you're most disappointed about in this game? Is the fact that they're an undersized team, you guys had a huge advantage, and I know you won the rebounding battle, but you didn't.
We didn't dominate it in the first half when we needed to. We got out to a big lead, and I thought we could have pushed that out a little more, and then you get to give your freshmen some first half experience and all that kind of stuff you think about doing on any other day except for the one right after exams. That's what but really the thing that I was mad about the most was that I thought we were giving away too many offensive rebounds and too many 50-50 balls they were coming up with. But then I have to be fair to these guys. They made the adjustment at halftime. And I think they might have gotten 3 offensive rebounds in the first half, and one of them was a long one. I said, the long ones I don't get so upset with because if guys are taking threes, it's going to bounce around. Somebody's going to get one. So I thought we did a very good job in the second half, relatively speaking.
Talk about Devon, another in terms of confidence, but another thing is aggressiveness. He's talked about in the past years. He's maybe been a little passive. Well, in the first half, a couple of those moments where Pine Bluff kind of made a run. It looked like he was aggressive and wanting the ball, attacking the rim a little bit more. Do you see that from him?
Yeah, I think what you see from him is the confidence of a senior who's not getting double teamed as well. Last year he spent the majority of the year being double teamed, so he is, I think he feels unencumbered now with only one guy on him, and he's hard to guard with just one person. And so I think that's one thing, and the other thing is I think, like you said, he's aggressive because he knows if he's aggressive, he's been getting results, and he's got the entire team are behind both Devon and Roberto. Nobody minds that they're kind of carrying us in scoring. It's actually fun for the rest of the guys because they get some opportunities because everybody's so focused on those two.
When Devon is playing like he is tonight and shooting like he did tonight, does he need to be getting the ball more?
If they weren't playing a zone, I think we probably would have gotten to him as much as we could have. And I told these guys this in the locker room. I said, it's hard playing a team who plays zone the entire game. It really is. You never know exactly where to go. It's a real feel to playing offense against zones. Some people have plays for zones, and we have plays where we try and get certain things, but it's easy to figure out. That's why people play zone. So I thought the fact that he went 9 for 10 against a team against the zone, we probably got as much out of him as we could. And there were a couple of times where I thought he tried to pass the ball to Angus or to Daniel Gomez when he should have kept it. So I'm sure he was probably thinking, man, I'm shooting the ball every time, so let me try and his 2 turnovers were because he was trying to do something other than score.
And against that zone, it seemed like Roberto had to create his offense maybe even a little bit more than normal.
Yeah. But, that's why we would play a zone against a team like us, I mean, you have a prolific scorer like that guy who can also shoot. You just try and make him take harder shots, and he had to take some hard shots today. The good thing was he got to the line, he got by his guy, and then guys collapsed, and he got to the line. I don't even know what he's averaging, but it's got to be 10 foul shots a game.
Was that another concern in the first half, the free throw shooting?
Yeah, because we have been a pretty good free throw shooting team, and we shot 4 for 10. But again, the second half it was better. It was like 15 for 20. So it was I told the guys, look, you no second chance points for them or minimal. You don't turn the ball over. Make your foul shots. You win by 30. Or 26.
You told them that at halftime, or
Told them that at halftime, and I told them after the game. I mean, it's just very clear. The statistics point directly to it.
How do you like the way Cook is coming along?
I like the way he's coming along. He's a basketball player. That's what I like about him, and he's aggressive. And like all freshmen, he's a little shaky with the ball. He's a little too casual. He and Malcolm both. But, just look back on it. Roberto was like that when he was a freshman. Jared was like that. Charlie was like that. They just need some time to be out there and feel the pressure and know that they can't go through their legs like they did in high school, or throw soft passes like they did in high school. But I'm really pleased with Hallis, and he's turning into a guy who can make shots when he's open, and that's we need that.
is it kind of nice that you have a rash of games coming up?
Yeah. Oh man, especially after being off 12 days. I mean, but we're at a point now where we've had a preseason. Now we've had another preseason with all these days off, so it's good to play some games so we have some data to point to. And this will be a great film to watch with the guys. We'll be able to show them a lot of things, especially that first half that we can get better at. That it?
Thanks, Greg.
All right. Thank you guys. See you Sunday.